So for a 2001 Chevy HHR, we have the trouble code P90010, which indicates that the camshaft position actuator is bad. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change them both, the front and rear banks. For this job, you'll need a regular screwdriver, your new parts. Notice that one is gray, they're color coded. One is black. If you go to Amazon or to AutoZone, these things will cost you $52 a piece, and they'll try to sell you two black ones. The black one is either the front or the back, I'm not sure, but you need a gray one and a black one because there's a front one and a back one, and at AutoZone they don't even know the difference. So there they are. Then you'll need a 10mm socket. I was saying they're $52 a piece plus tax at AutoZone, but on Amazon you get both of them for around $20. So first, reach under here and find that plug. You just squeeze it together. Push the tab and it comes right off. Move it up out of the way. Take your regular screwdriver and undo that hose clamp. Remove the hose, which is kind of hard to do with one hand, but there we go. This thing's a lot looser. You kind of just pull up and pull up. Got another hose over here. On this model, it comes off with the shroud. I believe on some of them it doesn't, so you might have to undo that hose clamp. Okay, and here we go. There they are. One's black, one's gray. You really can't go wrong. You undo those two bolts with a 10mm socket, and there you have it. So I have here a Craftsman ratchet, extension, and 10mm socket. For the money, I do believe Craftsman is the best you can get. And considering what's going on nowadays, it's probably better if you don't buy anything from Japan, if you can help, or China. You'll put Americans to work if you buy American products. So that was easy. They're loose. Go back in here with just my hand. And you're gonna wanna be careful not to drop these nuts in the holes once you pull the actuators. So if I was you, I would take them completely out and get rid of them before, or not get rid of them, put them somewhere safe before you even pull the actuators out of the holes. Now I got a pair of Milwaukee needle nose pliers, and once again, for the money, I think they're the best you can get. So we'll just reach down in there, try to get a decent camera shot, and look at this at the same time. It's not easy. Take it out, put it in a specific place. If you have a tray or something, it would be even better. Put them both in the same place. These are the same bolts, so I don't have to worry about mixing them up. Then we'll work on this tab here, which I might have to put the camera down for. So the deal with these tabs is that this little gray part here needs to be depressed while you pull up on the main part of the gray tab, but I think I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. So push in on that gray tab, then you lift this gray part out. And if your stuff is brittle, be gentle with it because they snap easily. Put that in the same place as my bolts, and then we'll do the other one. So then you'll want to depress this little black tab and lift up. I got the whole actuator coming up because I'm trying to do this one-handed. But you push that tab, and then this black piece will lift off, but I can't do it with one hand. I'm pulling the whole actuator out. So I'll pause here and finish that. Yes, you could leave the bolts on until you get the electrical connections off, but then if those give you a hard time, it will be harder to reach underneath them with a screwdriver. Now that I've got it loose, you can see that when you push this tab and pull up, this is what you'll see. This is the black one. Just pull straight out. I don't really see anything wrong with it, but who knows. So make sure your new actuator that you put back in this hole is also the black one. And I'll do that before I take both of them out so I don't get confused and forget which one's which. So I see some dirt in there, like a leaf, part of a leaf or something. I'm gonna try and clean that out because I don't want any dirt in my engine. It's actually my daughter's car. And then we got the new one here. You can only put it in one way. Just straight down and line up the bolt hole with the threads, and then we'll get it snug and do the next one. So once again, trying to do it one-handed, the whole actuator came out. And then even when I got it out, this plug didn't want to come apart from it. So you might want to help it out by inserting a screwdriver right here under this little black tab, and it'll pull right off. See? Okay, now for number 2. Once again, you really can't go wrong. It only goes in one way. I'm not the best photographer, obviously. And like the manuals say, installation is the reverse of removal. So hopefully that helped. To put things back together, you just work backwards. So I got them hand tight, the bolts. Put my wrench back on there. Then I'm just gonna snug them up. When they seem fairly tight, I'm gonna give it just a little more twist, but not too much.
Dad, were you talking to yourself?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
So, snap the caps back on. Click. This one don't want to click. Well, it sort of clicked. I don't think it's in the best shape. I said stash these bolts because I didn't know that the new parts came with bolts, but in any case, you don't want them lying around under your hood anyway. So keep an eye on those. Clean up my mess. Don't want oil smoke. And put this tab back in. And there should be one of these locking tabs on each one of these, but Maybe somebody in the past neglected to put it back on. I don't know. Because I've only got one. They feel really, really snug though. So I think it'll be all right. So I'm gonna put that air filter housing back on and drive it around a little bit, see if the check engine light goes out. No more check engine light, problem solved.